Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 100 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of FTB Sky's Expert Mode. I'm very excited, episode 100, come on, that's pretty exciting. Look, I happen to have 100 levels of experience, because that's also a thing that I have going on. Oh, I've got so much experience now. So hey, between episodes, I kind of cleaned up my enchanting area here. I did finish making the shelf of end fuse rectification, so I've got 4 of those, meaning we are now at 100% rectification up there. You can kind of see it, bright yellow. So that's pretty awesome, because as a reminder, here's just a quick recap for those of you who may not be familiar with how this system works. Eterna tells you what level you can enchant things at. So it's the same as like the vanilla enchanting table, where the higher the Eterna level, the better enchants you can put on your tools, higher level stuff. But this one goes up to 100 rather than the vanilla, which goes up to 30. Quanta is a modulates the power range. It's like a randomizer. So like when you have high quanta, it means that you might get a much better enchant than level 100, or you might get a much worse enchant. So it's like a total randomizer, right? Like it could be worse, it could be better. Rectification, on the other hand, negates those side effects, those negative ones. So the higher your rectification, the better chance you have of getting positive effects instead of negative effects. And I assume that at 100% rectification, you get like no chance for negative. You just always get positive. So Quanta's maybe good, maybe bad. Unless you have rectification, then it's always good. And then Arcana kind of reverses the rarity of enchants. So the higher your Arcana, the better chance that you'll get rare enchants, but the less of a chance that you'll get uncommon or common enchants. So common enchants like Protection are harder to get when you have high Arcana, but like rare things like Fortune and Infinity are easier to get. That's the gist. So, what I'll probably do now, is I also made an enchantment library, and we can kind of start throwing some books in there. So, and I've been working on my Terra Steel between episodes because we need 48 of those, right? So I had all my mana pools were full, so I was like, hey, why don't we see how much mana steel or Terra Steel we can get out of a full set of mana pools? And the answer was about 24, which is not a bad number because it's about half of what I need to get. I need 48 of them. So that should be cool. So let's get some enchanted books here. I know I've got a few. There we go. We can snag all them and put them right in there. So this guy's super cool because he'll like combine multiple levels of things for us and like do a really good job of having lots of good stuff on it. What I wouldn't mind doing now is getting a few enchants, right? Like I've got some enchants on this nice purple people eater. I also decided that I would make an enchantment extractor, and we can use that combined with some books. And we can get some flux power over here. We are at the point where I don't have to worry about flux points. They're easy to make. So you go in there. Extract enchantments will extract and transfer to books. Alternatively, you can turn enchantments into essence, but don't do that if you have infinity billion essence like I have. So now what I can do is I can do something like this, and because this has infinity on it, boom, it'll extract infinity off the bow, which is cool. And what I can do is I can tell this thing to push to this inventory, and now infinity goes in there. How cool beans is that? So now if I wanted to do something really nice, what I could do is get myself some nice levels of experience, and I can enchant this dude at level 90, because that's where I'm currently at. I'm currently at 45 Eterna. Bookshelves. The best that we can currently get is 45, I believe. And the only way you're going to get to 50 is if you get a dragon head, which is, you know, something we're going to go do in a few minutes here. So my plan is as follows, right? Like I enchant the thing with a bunch of stuff, right? So that got me punch and soulbound and quick shot and quick draw and flame, and then we do this. Cool. Now, if I wanted to, I could get a few add-ons. Let's get like 3 of each, because I should have a few extras of these. And then we're probably going to do our best to get ready to go to the end here as soon as we can. I'd really like to go to the end, right? And then we do this again. Boom, boom, boom. And there you go. Cool. And that got me quick draw and quick shot and endless quiver and volley and flame. So like you do that a few times and you'll get a bunch of enchants and they'll all be stored in the library here. And then what you can do is take those enchants and actually put them on something that you care about. Cool. So if I do this, that will speed up this process that I'm doing. Bing, bang, boom. Right? And now it does 3 books at a time, and that's cool beans. Right? Now, at this point, like, once you get to this point where you don't even care, so that got me holding, apparently. Well, I don't care about that much. Once you get to the point where you don't care super much about, like, the enchants that you're getting, because you have so much experience, like, you're not worried about... Like, I am no longer at the point where I care about, like, hey, let's try to get it better. Like, no, just give me whatever, and we'll let the library sort it out. Cool? And then we can do, like, similar things with our armor, which I will probably be doing in a few minutes here. Cool. So now we have, like, a bunch of stuff in here. So if you want, you can filter all the enchants that match the bow, or you can search for it, right? And what we can do is get something like... So I think I liked Infinity over Endless Quiver. I think Endless Quiver is cool if you have other kinds of arrows, but Infinity will give you, like, infinite arrows, right? And you notice I only have 1 level available over there, which means of all the enchanting I just did, I did not get another Infinity, which is, you know, kind of a bummer. But that's okay. I think. Oh, no, actually I got... No, I did. No, because there's points stored as 3. So yeah, no, I can totally get, like, 3 more Infinity. Sweet. Fires extra horizontal arrows from your bow. I mean, that sounds fun, right? Why not? Power. And now if you click, you'll get, like, the current level. You'll get 1 level. If you shift click, you'll get the max level that the enchantment thing has. Cool. So punch I don't usually care about. Quick draw I do like, so I want the max level of that. Quick shot, this triples the speed. Okay, I mean I'll take it all, right? Quick all the things. Soulbound, true shot. Sure. Yeah. Is that everything? Infinity, multi-bow power, punch. Yeah, I don't usually like punch because that's knockback. Volley. 3 arrows are fired in an arc. Only 1 arrow is consumed. I don't usually go with those because, like, there's a limit to how many bits of damage a thing can get, right? So if I did this, and then this, and that, it's like instantly drawn back. Love it. That's what I usually go after, right? It's something cool like that. Very, very pleased with that setup. I might want to do something good here, right? Like I've got sharpness 6, but I can get better. I can get better than that. I mean, beheading is nice. Don't get me wrong. Unbreaking is very cool. There's some good stuff on there. I should look at my armor, and like maybe I'll boost up my Ars Nouveau armor because I should be able to do that pretty well. Now these guys have a little bit of enchanting on them, but it's mostly just what it is space acid and space breathing. So I don't think I can enchant them currently. So I'll want to disenchant those, right? And then I'll put them back on after I get some good stuff. Cool. So then I'll just do this. And again, if you're trying to be more conservative with your manas and whatnot, or your experience levels and whatnot, like, by all means, you know, just grab 90 levels or whatever, and you'll be good, right? And I might not go too crazy right now, only because, you know, we're not at 100 yet, right? So I don't want to go too nuts, but I do want some, like, decent enchants on my stuff. Because remember, you can always disenchant them and get the levels back and put them in the library, and that would be cool, right? So don't forget that that's a thing you can do. Cool. All right, so I'll do this a few times. Oh, are we out of lapis too? We are. And then I'll come back And what we'll do is start looking at how feasible going to the end is. And also, I still wanted to do the Gaia Guardian fight, which was half the reason that I was doing this enchantment stuff, was the Gaia Guardian fight. But first, let me get some, you know, nice leveled up uberness, and then we'll see what we get. Cool? Be right back. All right, so decent-ish stuff went on here, right? So I got protection 6. That's like the best protection. Remember what I said when you have high arcana, it's less likely to get protection? I don't think I got any protection, really. But that's okay. I got a bunch of projectile and blast protection and fire protection. So, like, I'll be all right. Plus, I got, like, a decent amount of vitality, so I got extra health. I don't know how much extra health, but it's a lot, it looks like. A real good number. I ain't complaining. So I'm going to let this build up a little bit. What else can I work on while I'm waiting for mana? So let's see what we've got by way of end portals here. So if I want a dozen of them, we're short on Resonant Ender, and we're short on Purpur Embedded Endstone. Cognition we have some of. PTFE sheets we have some of. Fluctuated magnets we're low on. And then we need to craft about 24 more Terra Steel ingots, right? So let's get our fluctuated magnets going, the 12 of those that we need. And then we should also probably teach you Resonant Ender is made like that. Yeah, this is the way we're going to go with that. Oops. So you're going to be this recipe, okay? And then fluctuated magnets. We're going to need a dozen of those, but that shouldn't be too bad. I might just make those manually, right? That could be cool. And then Purpur Embedded Endstone. That was the other one. Purpur Embedded Endstone. Now, can I just get... I'm just going to get the 12 of those, because I don't think I need much more than that. I'm not going to auto-craft that. Right? And then, boom, we're cool. We're cool with that. 12 is how many we need? Yes. Okay. So let's get our Resonant Ender plugged in here in our Magma Crucible. So we want an end portal. Can I get like 6 of you to start? Okay. The only thing I should be missing from this now is the fluctuated magnet, and that's it. I'm pretty sure that's actually correct. So let's get those cooking, right? So I need layered magnets, I need redstone magnets, I need magnetite blocks. I'm going to need overcharged iron. Okay. A dozen sounds good. Yep. Alright, so what we want is 12 magnetite blocks. And then that's going to need 12 buckets of volatile redstone. Volatile redstone. I've got 12 buckets of that. Right? We can do that. And that wasn't a fluid encapsulator, I believe. Yeah, I don't want to have to automate these. Only because okay. Only because there's no need to, right? Now the next here is fluctuating that, so I need 48 overcharged electrum. Do I have that on autocraft? I do. Look at me go. So that'll be a minute. So we'll be back when that's all done, because we know overcharging electrum takes a little bit. Next up, gonna need 11 flux-infused ingots while these guys are cooking. And that guy... Oh man, loot bees are spawning like crazy today. I think I've gotten like 3 or 4 in the last 5 minutes. Where'd he go? I do like the loot bees, because they drop actually some good stuff at this late stage in the game. Not too shabby. He drops like a lot of these things. God-forged pearls. Yeah. Like, a lot. So, they're for like the top super uber crazy stuff from Apotheosis. So I'm always on board for some of that fun times. Cool. So you're working on all that automation. That's good. There we go. They are weird about their drops sometimes. Because, like, they drop the item, but, like, they're weird about it. Like that. How did that go? That makes no real sense to me, but I'm okay with that. See? Look, I already got 2 of them. 2 of them. 3 of them. Told you they drop a lot of those things. Don't sleep on the loot bees late game. Early game, yes. Like, they're okay and nothing amazing. Late game, some nice stuff. I'm just saying. Alright, so, magnets. How are my magnets coming along? I got 4 so far. And flux infused. I can leave one of those behind. And then you guys cook. And then the last thing we need is... this is the last thing we need. Oh, well, that's easy. So we're almost done. Cool. Alright, I just need to wait for this to cook up. And then we just have to see about our mana. So how's our mana doing? We're getting there. We're about halfway full back up. That one might just be a little bit of a let's idle for a few minutes. Or I could always do the Gaia Guardian fight. That's another option. I did kind of want to do the Gaia Guardian fight just so I can unlock some cool Britannia endgamey stuff. But boy, you guys are slow, huh? Yeah, you are. Back in a few. Alright, let's look at doing a Gaia Guardian fight. Because mostly I'm waiting for more mana. Oh, look at that. Chapter complete. Was not even aware that I was about to complete that chapter. That's cool. Oh, you give me Gaia Spirits for that? Well, that's cool. That's kind of cool. Because you know what that means? I can skip the tier 1 Gaia fight and go straight to the tier 2. Right? Like, right? Because I can just immediately make a Gaia Spirit Ingot, and that's kind of cool. I'm on board with that plan. All I need is a little bit of help from Yield Lexica Britannia. Is it Alphamancy? Yeah, there we go. Ritual of the Gaia. I just need to see like where exactly everything gets placed, right? So we'll start with something like here. Is that pretty good? Yeah, it's not exactly what I would call center, but might be good enough. We'll see. We'll see how much I get yelled at for not having a good protection area around it. Okay, and then this. Hey. There we go, with the beacon. You. And you. Seem cool? Happy? Alright. How did I sleep through the night? Because fighting the Gaia Guardian during the day sounds like a terrible idea. I've got my overpowered bow. I could always, you know... I mean, I think we should be fine, right? Like, I've got a really powerful bow. I've got some really decent food. Let's make sure my saturation is at the point where I can just kind of go. Okay, so decent food. Let's put away some junk we don't need. Only because... that sounds cool. That looks good. Bing, bang, boom. You guys too. Everything good? Maybe a little extra cobble. Stone. I'm good. Let's do it. It might yell at me about this mage light. Let's see. Nope. And then we probably want to like lower. Is it friendly? I always forget like which one it is. It might be ambient environment. Which one is it? That's the. It should be music. I think it's jukebox actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, there you go. So you can go back up. You can go back around here-ish. Okay, Gaia Guardian, let's roll. Remember, stay out of the purple stuff. Purple stuff bad. If you basically just like try really hard to avoid the purple stuff, you should be fine. There we go. Tier 2, ready to go. Phase 2 fight, engage. Oh yeah, this bow is pretty OP, and I love it. Look, there's something to be said for balance, but there's also something to be said for really overpowered bows that are just fun to use. Booyah! Gaia Guardian down. That's how we roll, folks. That's how we roll. Alright, so what did I get? Achievement-wise, I got Constructing the Beacon, Summon and Slay a Gaia Guardian, Summon and Slay and Empower Gaia Guardian, Ritual to Gaia 2, that was me. You get extra Gaia Spirits for that, among some other, you know, nice little bits and bobs. Ooh, I got an Elementium Sword. That's cool. Dice of Fate, we'll hang on to that. Some runes, some mana pearls, some mana steel, not terrible. Anything good from my Dice of Fate? Let's see. I got the Ring of Loki. Is that the one that gives you longer reach? Begin by sneak right clicking a block with an empty hand. Once a block is selected, designate the origin. Sneak right clicking blocks will store their offsets from the origin of the ring to finish. Yeah, I think that's about right. Cool. Okay. Neato. So, Gaia Guardian fight complete. Gaia Spirits achieved. That unlocked more chapters for me, if I am correct about this point, right? So, like, in the Botanic Editions, now there's a bunch of stuff unlocked here that I think, yeah, needs Gaia stuff. Let me flip through this and see if there's anything of use, and we'll be right back. So I might want to make this Gaia agglomeration plate, which unfortunately doesn't have a mechanical version of it, at least that I can find. It may exist, but I don't think so. But the reason I'm thinking about making it, so in order to get the Gaia shard, we need the Terra Catalyst, right? So Terra Catalyst. We should put that on our to-do list too. So we should just try this out, because it could be cool. So we need Springling Glass. And then what do you, Spell Gem? Enchanting Apparatus. So 3 source around a Spell Gem. So I need Spell Parchment and Diamond. Remind me how Parchment is made again? Blank Parchment? I think I just have to, like, click this on the Ars Nouveau table or something, don't I? Don't I? Something. There you go. Sweet. And then you go towards the Enchanting Apparatus. Or isn't it? So it's Imbuement to get this. And then Enchanting to get the next. Right. Okay, yeah. That's probably why I already had a thing. Okay, yeah, we don't need that then. We can use this one. And a diamond. And then source blocks times 2. Cool. Where is that thing from R? It's from ours, right? Yep, there it is. Spell gem. Spell gem 2. Okay, and then that's going to go towards this. It should be going towards this. Now I just need some Shimmer Rock, which is Bifrost blocks and Living Rock, which is Rod of the Bifrost, which is all auto-craftable for me. Cool? Ha 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 ha. Nice. Alright, and then you just need some Elf Glass. Get like 10 of them, because that should be easy. Okay. And then you should be cool to make Shimmer Rock times 4. And now we've got this dude ready to go, which is going to go live under here. I pick randomly. That is now your home. So then we can get a Gaia Spirit. Boom, and we've got Gaia Shards. Nice. Okay, cool. So now the only other thing we're going to need... Oh my goodness, we have to make this giant thing again. So 6 blocks of Mana Steel. Yeah, I'm going to have to... I can do it, though. It's not a big deal. Right? So 20 Lapis, Living Rock bricks. Was it 12? 16. Okay. Lapis was 20. And then one of each of the crystal blocks. Right, so fire, start, water, start, air, start. Cool. Those will all cook up, and then we'll make this dude. So it's going to be, I'm pretty sure that's going to be, how is that 20? Ah, because there's 5 of those in the middle. Okay. So in the middle here, we'll go Mana Steel blocks. And then this... like that. Yes. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 in the corners. Cool. And then these guys get removed. And what we go with is the Mana Steel blocks doing this. What's up with water? How do we have, like, no water? What's going on, water? Oh, because you're making a bunch of that. Yeah, makes sense. Let's go. One, 2, 3 for you. And the reason I'm doing this, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, is it says that it's way more efficient making Terra Steel. So since I have to make a bunch of Terra Steel, maybe this is a smart play, right? If it's way more efficient. Might not be a terrible idea. Okay. So you're making up some more of these dudes. Do you think it matters, like, what goes where? So let's do earth, fire, air, water. Earth, fire, air, water. No idea if it matters. We'll find out. And then a mana diamond. Well, it's shrinking, so that works. Sweet. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to need then is this, a Rune of Teleportation, which is a Rune of Mana, 2 Mana Diamonds, and an Ender Pearl. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plates and another pearl. Might as well make 10. Yeah, that might be a problem. Like a minor problem. We'll see what happens. I might need to move this dude. Ah, he's working. That's right. I need my wand. Where you at, wand? Cool. And then you, and you too. Sweet. All right, and then we'll see how the how this thing, if it's any good. So if it noticeably uses less mana, I might change out this guy to be automated with the new way of doing things, right? It could be cool. I don't know. I don't know. There you go. Rune of that dude. Now you can be upgraded, and everyone's happy. Gaia Agglomeration Plate. Cool. Now, that looks like it needs... what needs to go under there? Dream Rock and Elven Lapis. So Dream Rock, which is Living Rock. And 4, I believe, Lapis. Cool. And then what we'll do is we'll probably... I'm going to move this thing temporarily. Cool. And then we'll probably want to move this dude too. Okay, and you guys and you guys. Because I suspect this might be kind of cool. And then we'll get a shovel... And we'll figure that bit out in a minute. But for now, let's remind ourselves. So it's rocks in the corners. I'm going to assume that you are like the Gaia one, and the one underneath the thing is that, right? And then you get a spark. Now, if I wanted a mana pearl, powder, and steel, right? Is that still how you make Terra Steel with this? So this one actually uses like, yeah, so mana steel ingot. Okay. Maybe not. Mana steel ingot. See, it definitely like it uses like half as much mana, which is kind of my goal here. Mana steel ingot, mana pearl, mana diamond. Oh, mana pearl, mana diamond. Dire, please. I grabbed dust instead of diamond. My bad. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was less mana, right? So then let's get ourselves a dropper. Modular router. Right? And we can set this up the same way I have the other one set up. But let's do that next time, or maybe between episodes, we'll see. Because for now, I think it's going to be wrapping up point. So for now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time. What I'm going to do is... probably let's have a this. So you needed to be that because you were getting filled up by jars or something, if I remember correctly. Or maybe just because I thought it looked cool, I forget. But either way, let's see what happens if I do this and put you... Ideally, I'd like you to live here. So are you going to start getting filled up with jars, Chief? As long as you don't do the jar thing, I'll be happy. Okay. I'm cool with that. And then we'll upgrade or change the recipe. It would be the other Terra Steel recipe, which will be this one. Okay. And then when we come back next episode, I'll have this up and running. I will hopefully have the remaining Terra Steel that I need, and then we'll start looking at going to the end. Possibly go to the end. Find out. For now, Aeral20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time and possibly go to the end. Right? For now, take it easy.